Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I am just so happy today because I am finally showing you guys and trying on my new Coca-Cola Morphe palette, and I am just obsessed with this palette. So if you guys want to see how I created this look with the Morphe palette, then definitely keep on watching. Okay, so you guys, check out this Morphe collaboration with Coca-Cola palette out. This palette is the Thirst for Life Artistry palette. It is so beautiful. The packaging on this palette is absolutely stunning and so slick. So I just want you guys to see the full packaging of this palette. The back is also so simple yet so stunningly professional. But on a more serious note, check this palette out inside. This color story is everything. So coming in with the shade Always Bright, this red was so freaking pigmented. I achieved the look that I wanted and the blend without having to come back in with more of this shade. This red was extremely bright and a really sassy shade too. I honestly enjoyed applying this shade so much. The easy blend and high pigment was extremely fun to work with. So next off, coming in with the shade Energetic, this shade was such a pigmented daily color for me. It's definitely a shade I would wear on a daily basis for a nude daily glam. Nude daily glams are mostly my everyday go-tos. Next off, coming in with the shade Refreshing, this shade definitely brings in the Coca-Cola vibes. I used this shade to blend in over my crease to create a deeper look and blend it in with the Always Bright shade. You guys, I do want to mention that there was a tiny bit of fall off on this palette. So next off, I will be applying some Morphe Cosmetics medium coverage foundation on my hand and using it as concealer over my crease. I tried this out a few days ago and honestly, I just fell in love with the result. I actually purchased this foundation for Halloween last year as it was such a light shade. It also blends in effortlessly and is not cakey whatsoever. The brush set I am using right now is from Technique Cosmetics. I filmed a review on this brush set. This was actually my least favorite from the set, although it's pretty perfect for applying concealer on my lid. So next off, I am using the shade Bubble Up to dab over the concealer to make the next shades easier to apply exactly where I want them to. So now, coming back in with the shade Always Bright to retouch the redness, making sure it stays as bright as possible and to sharpen the look just a little bit more. Next off, I will be applying the shade Pop Culture to my lid. This red was honestly one of the prettiest shades I have ever seen. The way it applied so effortlessly and the pigment was actually mad. Also, you guys, this palette is literally such a perfect Christmas palette too. So next off, I will be deepening up my outer lid with the shade Refreshing. So now, coming in with the shade Add Life, I will be using the shade on my inner corner and lid. This shade was definitely a mood. So now I am retouching my lid with the glitter shade Pop Culture to blend out with my outer lid to remove any sharpness between the shades. So once again, I will be retouching the shade Always Bright to keep it looking vibrant and sharp. So next off, I will be using this gold glitter wand I actually purchased on AliExpress to see if it was any good. This is actually the second time I've used this product, and honestly, considering the price, this item is definitely worth having in your makeup drawer. So I am using this gold glitter to overline my crease to separate the two reds and giving them a more dramatic glam look. This was such a pretty touch and really gave an extra mood to the red. So moving on, we will be quickly brushing off any fallout and coming in with the red liquid matte eyeliner I also ordered from AliExpress for a COVID fashion recreation look I've actually been wanting to try out. This liner was definitely such a vibe and so different from the black liners I normally go for. I didn't want to add any black liners to this look as I wanted to make it all about the red. Moving forward, I will be using a red Morphe Cosmetics lip liner as eyeliner. I always do this as I find that it can be so hard to find colorful eyeliners at times. Next off, we will be coming in with the shade Happiness. You guys, this shade was so beautiful, honestly, obsessed with this glitter look. This pigment was insane. I have such an obsession with glitter shades, especially pressed glitters. The pigment is always mad. So I will be using the shade Good and Red to blend out under my waterline for a very dramatic red concentrated look. I loved how this red was deeper than the always bright shade, yet such a bright vibe. Moving on, I will be using the shade Energetic to blend out into my outer V. The warm tone reminds me so much of coffee. It literally gives me such a nude glam vibe. I can't wait to try this shade out for a nude look. Next off, I will be applying some Essence Cosmetics Single Falsies. These are currently my favorite lashes right now. They look so natural yet so voluminous. So you guys, I didn't apply my falsies on camera because I didn't want to take too long and wanted to solely concentrate on the palette. And this is how much of the lashes I actually used for the video. Okay, so this mascara is literally still my favorite mascara. This is the Essence Cosmetics Gym Waterproof Mascara, and this mascara is freaking crazy, you guys. I actually hauled it in one of my last videos and it's remained my favorite everyday go-to. Okay, so this next shade is called Cool Story, and this is actually my favorite shade out of the whole palette, you guys. I know I would have probably said something like red, but no, it was definitely this blue shimmering sort of highlighter look, and this blue just literally blew my mind. So coming in with my gold glitter wand, I did want to underline my eyeliner with some glitter. I just felt like that was such a vibe. So next off, I will be reapplying some mascara just to finish off my eyelashes and make them look a little bit more voluminous. Moving forward, I am coming in with the Glow Getter highlighter palette from Primark. You guys, this palette was like 10 euros and it is so freaking pigmented. I absolutely love this palette. So next off, I will be using the Technique Cosmetics bronzing palette. I am literally obsessed with this palette, you guys. So next off, I will be using a very Coke sort of shade, Technique Cosmetics matte lipstick to finish off this look. I felt like this color was so in with this look, and it honestly was the perfect lip color for me. This lipstick is matte and literally stays on all day. I actually got this in a set during Christmas. This is the end of today's makeup look. Wow is my review. This palette was insane. The pigment was freaking crazy. I'm so excited about this video because the palette is just so pretty. I'll show you guys the price of this palette on the screen. The shades inside, you guys, are freaking like just so pretty. Like the palette on the picture doesn't do it justice at all to how it actually looks in real life. My first impression of this palette, you guys, I couldn't wait. I had to open it yesterday when it arrived. I opened it with Mia and I was like, wow, look at the size of the mirror. That is crazy. It's so big, just such a great size, and honestly, like, I could take this out with me on a weekend and I wouldn't need to pack a mirror. The photo just doesn't do it justice. Like, it is so beautiful when you actually open it in person. This out, I feel like this one would make a really great highlighter. Yes. I knew that I wanted to try this shade out, and it's just typical for me to try it literally at the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed this sort of review try-on tutorial. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, hit that big red subscribe button, hit notification bell if you want to get notified when I do upload. Definitely stay tuned because I have 2 exciting uploads coming up soon, and one of them is my first ever sort of partnership, I would say. I can't wait to tell you guys and show you guys what I will be up to soon, very soon, in a couple of weeks. Anyways, it's super crazy. I can't wait to show you guys and tell you guys a bit more about this in a future video. And you lovelies, I love you and I will leave you. I will see you guys in my next videos.